Hello, I'm Robin Belisarian. I'm a licensed clinical social worker in New Jersey. I also wrote a book called Tapping the Mighty Mind, and I also travel nationally teaching other therapists how to do the emotional freedom technique and tapping. Um, I'm aware that not everyone has a therapist, and what a lot of people are doing this week in therapy is creating a creating a plan for themselves. um, a wellness plan, a COVID-19 wellness plan to maintain physical and mental health, because they're both very important at this time. Physical health helps mental health. They're really entwined. And exercise is really crucial. Keep yourself moving. We know that trauma victims are worse if they were frozen. And those that are moving and active, like firemen, policemen, they tend to do okay. I mean, they are upset about things, but they tend to not develop PTSD because they're moving and active. So exercise and moving is going to minimize your stress, anxiety, depression, and more. So how do you do that with being on lockdown, house arrest, if you will? Walk, jog, dance, sing, do yoga, do some exercise videos, climb those stairs, clean, gardening, push-ups, squats, and more. I also want to recommend that you do Donna Eden's daily energy routine, and you can find that on YouTube. It only takes you 5 or 6 minutes, and I'm doing it once a day. See, it builds strength, it builds energy, it builds vitality, and it also helps a lot with your immune system. So I want to tell you, in these times, we want to connect, and we also want to disconnect, because both of them are necessary for mental health. See, we humans are wired to connect. In trauma and bad times, we are wired to protect, and we are shifting between these two. So you do want to try to create a structure and a schedule so that you are not just staying up all night and getting nothing accomplished. And you also want to socially distant physically, but we need to connect, and we need to connect to people. And you can do that via phone, FaceTime, Zoom, Skype, and any other cyber video and connection. You can even do it just waving into your neighbors, or putting chairs 10, 15 feet apart and talking to your neighbors. And on those mediums, you want to do some virtual happy hours, play games, sing along, dance, parties, dress up, watch movies together, and even more. And do throw some laughter and humor in there, because they're really fabulous. We also want to protect. We want to disconnect to protect, and disconnect from the 24/7 news. It's really overwhelming, and it's overkill. Agree to watch the news 10 to 15 minutes a day, twice a day, but not much longer, and get rid of those scary pop-ups too. Then put some other things in your head besides this coronavirus or whatever's bothering you. So again, we're going to connect to new things, projects, EFT and tapping videos, learn mindfulness, positive psychology. Check out free courses from Harvard and other universities. Learn and build something new. We also want to add in some complementary, integrative, and mind-body techniques. And for me, that means the emotional freedom technique, also called tapping. So anything you see here today, there's more on my web, robineft.net, and there's a lot of free videos there. You can also take a look at my book, Tapping the Mighty Mind, on Amazon. And I think there's a way that you can read it without actually purchasing it, if that's a hardship for you. And I'm going to suggest everyone read page 15 to 18 to learn how to have beneficial interactions, and actually how to become a good friend, a good family member. Chapter 3 and beyond talks about EFT, and it mixes that with other life skills. And they also talk about gratitude in there. When you are frightened and doing what we call negative what-if thinking, which is always doom days, fill it in with gratitude. And you can fill it in, what are you grateful for today? 3 things. I'm grateful that I had food today. I'm grateful for my family. And I'm grateful that it's spring out there and it's actually pretty. And when you do that, you begin to smile, and that is good for you. So here's the emotional freedoms and technique and tapping. And I want to give you a quick version, not the office version, because the office version is something that takes a good long time, and you may not have, not a long time, it takes you a good 40 minutes. And this is a quick version for someone who's just having upset, whether it be in the hallway or a quick phone call. Here's the thing about EFT and tapping. They're really acupressure for the emotions. What they do is they quiet and they calm upsetting emotions that excite the amygdala. They also push you into the sympathetic nervous system of fight, flight, freeze, flop, foggy brain, and other biochemical reactions. And what will happen is you're going to see yourself yawn and sigh. And that's the beginning of moving into the friendlier parasympathetic nervous system of rest, digest, and relaxation. So in a minute, you can copy me or you can just watch me. And if you just choose to watch, you're going to get benefit. And that phenomena comes from the mirror neuron phenomena. And if you remember that, if you don't know what the mirror neuron phenomena is, it means that if you see me do something, it registers in your head too. The perfect example of that is someone yawning. They yawn, we yawn. So I'm going to show you two options. One of them, we're just going to focus on stress. And the other one, we're going to do 3 rounds. The first round, we're going to put wording in there. The first round is all negative because when you say something, it releases it. The second round is going to alternate negative and positive, as mixed feelings and ambivalence are common feelings. And the last round, we're just going to do all positive to fill in for our prior thoughts. Okay, so hi, I'm Robin. Yeah, I have a lovely background. I'm actually more outside of Philadelphia, but I thought, what the heck, if I can use this background, I'm going to. So I want to show you the emotional freedom technique. And all of us are concerned about touching our face with the COVID virus. I may touch my face, but I want to tell you can also be half an inch to an inch away, because we do emit electricity and heat from these fingers, and that's going to do it. Also, some people do what they call mental EFT, and they're just imagining that they're touching these points. And with that mirror neurons phenomena, we do get the benefit. So we're going to start with just tuning into stress. So tune into whatever stress you have going on and think about it for 5 seconds. And 0 to 10, how stressed out do you feel about it right this second? And either write that number down or remember it. Okay, so we're going to start here, and we're going to start with a affirmation that's going to say, even though I'm stressed out, I'm okay. Stressed out, and actually I'm not touching, if you can see that. Stressed out, I'm in the vicinity. Under the eye, stressed out. Under the nose, stressed out. Under the lip, stressed out. In collarbone, stressed out. Under the arm, I feel stressed out. Over to the spot here, it's called the gamut spot. And again, you can see I'm not touching. Gamut spot and heart hold. I'm quite a bit in front of the heart. So I'm going to show it to you again. Stressed out. And you'd be saying that after me. Stressed out. Stress. I feel stress. Inner eyebrow. I feel stress. I'm stressed out. And under the eye, stressed out. Under the nose, stressed out. Under the lip, stressed out. And collarbone, stressed out. Under the arm, stressed out. Back up here to that gamut spot, stressed out. And heart hold, stressed out. And again, I'm not touching, okay? I want to show you this last round. We do tend to do it in series of 3s. It's not a requirement, it's just customary, or longer. You can do it for 5 minutes until you start calming down. I'm going to show you something I call camouflage EFT, because I think this stuff is all body language. So this is strange, but this isn't strange. Stressed out, top of head, stressed out, inner eyebrow, stressed out, outer eye, stressed out, under the nose, stressed out, under the lip, stressed out, scratching here, stressed out, under the arm, stressed out, covering that spot, stressed out, and stressed out. Okay, so you can do it that way. So tune back into your stress, and hopefully you've dropped 2 to 4 points. And if so, just go back and repeat this. Okay, all right. I want to show you another way, and we're going to add different words to this. And this time we're going to start with the first round is just going to be negative. And that's because when we say things, we release them. The second round is going to be negative and positive, because we do have mixed feelings about a lot of things. And it also speaks to ambivalence that we feel about a lot of things. And the last round is just going to be positive, because we want to insert a positive where there was negative. So follow me if you will. And again, I'm not going to touch, because everybody's worried about touching. And I'm going to have you say that beginning statement, that affirmation. Even though I'm stressed out, I'm okay. Top of head. I am stressed out. Inner eyebrow. I can't believe what this world has come to. Outer eye. It's really very scary. Under the eye. I hate being home. I feel like I'm on lockdown. Under the nose. I hate being at work, even worse if I am working, because it's scary here and we don't know if anyone's going to get sick. Under the lip. I don't know what's going on. Collarbone. I'm pretty afraid. Under the arm. I'm afraid for me, and I'm afraid for some of my relatives. Over to that gamut spot. I don't get this at all. This is such a weird time. And heart hold. It's really scary whether you're home or whether you're at work. Okay? And again, you can insert your own negative words. This is negative and positive, round 2. This is really scary, and I'm worried about it. But I've been through other scary things, and we came out okay. I'm worried about the economy. Good grief, what's going to happen with that? Well, most likely, once we're all liberated, we're going to spend like crazy and wander through all these shops and really enjoy that. So that'll pick up the economy. It feels like I'm worried about some of my family too. And right now, my family is okay. And that's a good thing. Under the lip, I can only focus on the present right now. I am worried about what's going to happen in the world. But for now, I'm going to enjoy the nice weather and go out for a walk. And I am worried about many things, but I'm going to be okay. All right, last round is just positive. I am at work, and everybody is so helpful. And if I'm at work, this is what I trained for, and I want to be here because this is what I trained for. And if I'm at home, it's okay. There's projects I can do around here. There's lots of stuff that I've let go for a while. And I'm resilient, and I have the ability to bounce back. And the economy will bounce back. That'll happen. And who knows, it may even be a whole new world. It may even be a kinder, gentler world. People may be nicer to each other. We're going to get through this together. Okay? All right. So anyway, that's 2 ways that you can do that. And again, if you want to see other ways, you can definitely go to my website, which is robineft.net, and you'll see a lot of videos. I have one video there for children and another one for adults. I probably have about 10 videos there if you want to see more of this. Okay. So I told you I'm not really in this environment, but I thought, what the heck, if I can put a beach behind me, that definitely works for me. This is probably a more accurate environment of where I am. I'm in South Jersey, outside of Philadelphia. And so, yeah, take care of yourself. Stay safe.